Can I wait for Arjuna section also to join? Okay. I will tell you when to write. Okay, अभी start नहीं करना लिखना. Don't write. I'm just let you revise the topic of fraction. In fraction, you read about like 2 out of 7. You write it as 2 out of 7. You read about this. Then you read about 4 out of 12. Okay, you used to do it in lowest form. You used to write like this: 2 to the 4 and 6 to the 12. Then 3, you write it as 1 upon 3, right? You have done such questions in fractions. In fraction, what we talk about? We talk about a numerator. This is called numerator. And bottom one is called denominator. Same here, one is called numerator and denominator is called the bottom one that you know. This all you read in fraction chapter. Okay, and please remember ratio and proportion chapter is not difficult at all. It is very similar to your fraction chapter. Okay, only its representation is different. Whenever you find the answer 1 upon 3, you write it as 1 ratio 3. Okay. So what it represent? What do you mean by this? Suppose we draw a rectangle. Suppose our length is 10 centimeter here and breadth is 2 centimeter. Just understand, don't write. I will let you know when to write. Okay. So suppose you have a rectangle. Its length is 10 centimeter and breadth is 2 centimeter. Okay. Now I can write it as L is equal to 10 centimeter. Breadth is equal to 2 centimeter. If I want to write ratio of L ratio B, what would I write? L ratio B, it will be equal to 10 ratio 2. This is L's value and this is B's value. Right? So what would be the answer of it? What is the will be the ratio of length and breadth? That will be 10 upon 2, which is equal to 5 upon 1. This will be the relation between length and breadth. I'm repeating once more this example. Understand very well that when we draw a rectangle, we know its one side is 10 centimeter, length is longer, length is 10 centimeter and breadth is 2 centimeter. Okay, I want to tell you the relation between length and breadth. Okay, this relation we will find from ratio. How? Here I told you that length is 10, breadth is 2. I am writing it as L ratio B is equal to 10 ratio 2. L is written on the left side, you will write 10 on the left side. B is written on the right side of ratio, you will be writing breadth की value जो है वो on the right side. You cannot write it as 2 ratio 10. Please remember. Okay. Then I told you whenever there is a ratio, you write it in fraction form. So 10 ratio 2 will be 10 upon 2. It means this will come out to be 5 upon 1. So what relation you are getting from here? What is the relation? What conclusions you get from here? You are getting a relation between L and B. What is that relation? You have come to know that L upon B is equal to 5 upon 1. It implies that length is 5 times breadth. This is the relation between length and breadth. You have come to know that length of a rectangle is 5 times length of breadth. Is it fine? You have come to know from this division, L divided by B was equal to 5 upon 1. You have come to know that length is 5 times that of breadth. Okay, so what is the purpose of ratio? Purpose of ratio is to find the relation between two things at a time. Okay, I'm giving you one more example. Keep listening to me. Don't write. Okay, I'm giving you one more example. Suppose your mama is making something in the kitchen. Okay, so she has to remember how much. Suppose she is making kheer in the kitchen. Okay, she has to put milk also, and she has to put sugar also. She has to put two things um, in the recipe. Is it fine? So she remembers that if I put 2 cups of milk, I have to put 1 cup of sugar in this. So if I ask you what is the ratio of milk and sugar, you will be telling me 2:1. This is the ratio of milk and sugar in this recipe. Is it fine to everyone? It means if I'm getting 2 cups of milk, I will put 1 cup of sugar. If I get 4 cups of milk, then how much sugar shall I put? 2. 1 into 2. 2 cups sugar. It means 2:1 is equal to 4:2. Is it clear to you? Both the ratios are equal. Till here it is clear to everybody? What we are talking about? Ratio means we are talking about two things simultaneously. We are talking about two things at a time. And we are thinking that which is more and which is less. If it is more, how much more? It is telling you. Okay, ratio tells you how much more, how much less, and so on. This is the relation we come to know from the ratio. Is it clear to everyone? Please raise your hand. Wonderful. Wonderful. अभी हम exam, we are not doing questions. We are just understanding the concept. Right? Ratio is clear to you. At a time we talk about two things. In first example, I told you length ratio breadth was equal to 5:1. How did you find? Because it was given to you that length is equal to 10 centimeter and breadth is equal to 2 centimeter. When you divided L by B, you got it as 10/2 and you got it as 5/1. From here, you came to know about this ratio. Is it clear? Same here. In this example for milk and sugar, when we are talking about, right? If you are making a large quantity, then also you are taking 2 times. Milk is taking 2 times. If you are taking, mama is making less quantity, then also she is taking milk 2 times. Okay, you have come to know that milk will be 2 times. My relation of milk and sugar will be what? What would I use? I will say milk is 2 times that of sugar. Is it fine? You have come to know from this relation. 2:1 is telling you milk is 2 times that of sugar. Is it fine? If mama has to make large quantities, suppose some guests are coming, she has to make large quantity of Swedish at home, kheer at home. What she will do? If she is using 6 cups of milk, right? So how much sugar she should put? How much sugar she should put? Yes, tell me, beta. Aurora section. Yes. First child.
Like 3.
3. Yeah, you have come to know. You have come to know the relation between them. Milk will be 2 times sugar. If she is adding this 6 cups, she will be adding 3 cups. You know, that's why the thing becomes, tasty. Have you found ever कि मम्मा ने आज ज्यादा चीज बनाई है तो आज उसमें salt भी ज्यादा हो गया? No, salt is appropriate. She put the appropriate ratio. Is it fine? Okay, ratio is very much concerning to your real life. You know how to use it in real life also. If at a time we are talking about a relation between two objects, two things. Okay, now understand that just now I told you 2:1 is equal to 4:2. Ratio you have understood. First thing is clear to you. Ratio. Okay, write down then. Arjuna section has also joined. Now we will write the definitions also. Just a minute. Arjuna section has just come. Let them also join. Yes, good afternoon, Arjuna section. You are a bit late. Please settle down fast. Write down what is ratio. Please write down the definition also. To compare the quantities of the same kind, two quantities of the same kind I think you are getting the module. It's okay. We will start it soon. Okay. Keep writing also. To compare two quantities of the same kind, we divide and check the relation. This relation is called ratio. This relation is called ratio. Okay. This is in your simple language for your own knowledge. To compare two quantities of the same kind, we divide and check the relation. Just now I told you how. I give you example of length and breadth. We have a rectangle. Okay. We have 10 centimeter as length, 2 centimeter as breadth. Arjuna section has just joined, so I'm repeating this example once more. Length is given to you and breadth is given to you. You can write it as L is equal to 10 centimeter, breadth is equal to 2 centimeter. And when we divide them, when I divide L by B, I will get it as 10 by 2, which is equal to 5 by 1.
होगी कंफ्यूजन है
Yes, beta.
तब you wrote ma'am this relation is called relation
Okay. This relation is called ratio.
ratio
Is it fine? This relation is called ratio. Right. After dividing L by B, we have come to know that L ratio B is equal to 5:1. That is, L is 5 times B. You have come to know the relation. This relation, ratio has told you the relation that length is 5 times B. Okay. I want to tell you here only that this is A part, and write down the B part also, that B divided by L. I can do B also. I can divide B also by L. So I have to write it 2 by 10, which will be equal to 1 upon 5. If I write B upon L is equal to 1 upon 5, what should I say about B? Here I told length is 5 times B. What should I write that B is what? It implies B is what? 1/5 of L. Sentence has changed. Here I was talking about L is 5 times B. Here I am saying B is 1/5 of L. Because here the ratio is B ratio L. Here it is B ratio L. B ratio L is equal to 1/5. Please remember how to write. This is most important step where you will be writing again and again. In this chapter, you will be using ratio, not the sentence. You should know कि ratio में which thing is to be written first, which to the next. If I'm talking about L ratio B, I will be writing as 5/1. If I'm talking about B ratio 1, I'll be writing it as 1 ratio B, 1/5. One thing is very clear to you. I told in the beginning, this chapter is not difficult at all because this is very much related to your fraction chapter. Okay, everything which you did in fractions, same thing is happening here. Only thing is there you wrote in numerator denominator form, here you are writing in ratio form. Right? Now, write the second sentence. This is clear to everyone. First sentence is clear. Any doubt? We will start the module. I know everybody has got. You leave it. Don't see the module. Okay. I want to tell you one more point. Then these questions will be very easy for you. Okay. Write down second point, beta. Equivalent ratios. Equivalent ratios. What do you mean by equivalent ratios? Just now you told me कि 1/2 means 1 upon 2. Right? If I multiply 1 into 2 by 2 into 2, I will get it as 2 by 4. It means 1/2 is equal to 2/4. Two fractions, you have, in fraction chapter you read that 1/2 is equal to 2/4. Okay, so I'm writing the same thing in ratio form now. I'm writing as 1/2 is equal to 2/4. Which again we can write it as 1/2. Instead of equal sign, we are putting 4 zeros and we are writing it as 2/4. These are equivalent ratios. In fraction chapter, you said these are equivalent fractions. Now we are saying these are equivalent ratios. Okay, these are key points. Please write it. Then you will find the chapter very easy. And please write it in sentence form also. 1/2 is equivalent to 2/4. Also 1, 2, 2, 4 are in proportion. These are in proportion. Proportion means they are equivalent. 4 terms are in proportion. In proportion means that is 1:2 is equal to 2:4. Right? Please remember, whenever we write the numbers here, they should be in order. I cannot write it as 4, 2, 1, 2. No, they should be in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is first. This is second. This is third. And this is fourth. Please remember. This is for your own knowledge. उनकी position देखो जरा. Look at the position. First number is 1, second number is 2, third is 4, 2 and fourth is 4. Okay, whenever I say 1, 2, 2, 4 are in proportion, you have to write them in this form. Always. I'll give you one more example of this type. Write down one more example. I'm not rubbing it because many children are noting. I'm writing one more example, beta. Example 25, 30, 25, 30, 40, and 48. And 48 are in proportion. What do you mean by this? If I say these are in proportion, what would you understand by this? 25, 30, 40 and 48 are in proportion. 4 numbers are in proportion. It means 25 by 30 is equal to 40 by 48. Please check it. Are they equal? Check their ratio by cutting. Are they equal? Raise your hand who say yes. Yes, children are doing in standard form. Please check it. Are they equal? 25 by 30? Yeah, they are equal. Their ratio is equal. They are equivalent fractions. That's why we are saying 25, 30, 40 and 48 are in proportion. And please remember, this is first number, this is second number, this is third number, this is fourth number. We cannot write it as कि 40 को मैं इधर लिख दूं, 25 को यहाँ लिख दूं, 48 को कहीं भी लिख दूं. No, their position is fixed. Please remember. If I'm saying 25, 25 I have to write here at the first position. Second number is 30, I have to write in the denominator. Third number is 40, I have to write in the numerator. 48 is fourth number, that will come at the fourth place. So their places, please remember their places. First number, second number, third number, fourth number. Look at their places. This is the way we represent if they are in proportion. Okay, now we will start the module. Who are finding ratio as simple thing? Who are finding it simple? Yes, great. You have understood better. Now you're finding questions also easy. And proportion thing is also simple because we say these are equivalent fractions. Okay? Instead of fractions, we are saying these are equivalent ratios. Because we are writing it in ratio form. Okay, first assertion reason beta. If two quantities are in the ratio 5:1, it means first quantity is 5 times the second. Question number 1. Please understand, they are saying two quantities are in the ratio 5:1. It means first is 5 times the second. Who said true? Raise your hand. You understood from the example also. Very good. I gave you an example of length and breadth. I told you if you are writing L ratio B, you will be writing as 5:1. If you are writing B ratio L, you will be writing it as 1:5. Please remember, first thing will come first. Okay? Right. Assertion is true. Reason. Assertion is true. Reason is the comparison of two numbers or quantities by division is known as ratio. Yes. No doubt, I told you, whenever we divide and check their relation, we come to know their ratio. Is this true? Raise your hand. Yes, this is true. This is also true. The symbol is used to denote ratio. You know the symbol. This is the symbol, you know, two dots up and down. They represent the ratio form. This is also true. So, first question is A option. Second question, assertion. For a ratio, the two quantities must be in the same unit. If they are not, they should be expressed in the same unit before the ratio taken. This is very, very important step. Who said true? Yes, you know it. Whenever we compare two things, very good, hands down. Whenever we compare two things, they should be in the same unit. Okay, it's not that here I am talking about days and here I am talking about minutes. I cannot compare days by minutes. I have to convert days also into minute. Then I will write its ratio. Okay, unit has to be made equal. Assertion is true. Reason, a ratio may be treated as a fraction. Yes, I told you it is fraction only. So option is B. Third question, the ratio 3:2 is same as 2:3. Is it same? 3:2 is same as 2:3? No. Is this false? Yes. This is false. You have understood? I told you 1:5 is not equal to 5:1. Reason, the order in which the quantities are taken to express their ratio is important. Order means in place of L, it should be L. Instead of B, it should be B. This is the order. If I'm writing B first, I have to take 1 first. If I have to take L at the second number, I have to take 5 at the second number. So order is most important. So this is also true. False, this was false. Assertion was false, so that's why option is D. Okay. Next one is 4 quantities are said to be in proportion. I gave you example of proportion also. Whenever we talk about 4 quantities at a time, 4 quantities are said to be in proportion if the ratio of the first and the second is equal to the ratio of third and the fourth. Just now I told you, if we write 4 numbers are in proportion, it means first upon second is equal to third upon fourth. Okay, symbol is also given. Instead of equal, we put 4 dots over there. Is it true? Yes. Any doubt? This is 2. I told you 4 numbers are in proportion. Then we write them as first upon second. I told you just now. Ratio. Third upon fourth. Their position is fixed. You're going to change them. So this is true. Check the reason. 3, 8, 64 and 24 are in proportion. Please check it. Are they in proportion? 4 numbers are given to you. Put their correct position. Okay. Reason. We are talking about fourth question now. Reason is they are saying 3, 8, 64 and 24 are in proportion. Even section, Pranav, please come, beta.
Then he is upset.
Tell then, you can tell.
No.
They are not in proportion by. What did you check in this?
Because when we write 3 by 8 and 64 by 24, when right,
Yes.
3 by 8, when 64 by 24, when it is not in proportion because they are not equivalent.
They are not equivalent. Fractions are not equivalent. That's why they are not in ratio. They are not equivalent ratios. Have you done it in lowest form? You know 3 by 8 is already in lowest form. Okay. And you can check this also by doing. 8 8 is 64. 8 3 is 24. It is opposite. 3 by 8 is not equal to 8 by 3. So they are not in proportion. What it should be? Who will tell me? Shall I change their places? Equivalent करने के लिए? Can they be in equivalent if I change their position? Yes, Arjuna section?
Yes.
Yes, okay. How would you do it? How would you write that? Like this. 4 numbers कौन से होने चाहिए? How should I write it? Arjuna section? Yes, third mesh boy near the wall, yes. Please come forward, beta. Yes. Can you tell me how should we write it to make them in proportion?
C ratio 64 and 8 ratio 24. Then 3 is to 64.
3 is to 64. Okay. And here?
8 is to 24.
8 is to 24. How can it be? Are they in proportion? Are they equal? No. They're still equal.
Then 3 is to 24 and 8 is to 64. Yes, sir.
We can write it as 3 upon 8 is equal to 24 upon 64. Will it be equal now? 8 threes are 24 and 8 eights are 64. It means number should be 3, 8, 24 and 64. These are in proportion. It is okay?
Yes, sir.
Please sit down. They will be in proportion only if we write their position correctly. If I write it as first number, second number, third number, fourth number, I am writing it as 3 upon 8 is equal to 24 upon 64. First number upon second number is equal to third number upon fourth number. The way I told you here. Their position is fixed, beta. Please remember. Third cannot come here. Fourth cannot go there. Okay, their position is fixed. We have to write 3, 8, 24, 64 are in proportion, but 3, 8, 64 and 24 are not in proportion. If I change their places, they will not be in proportion. Okay, this was just for your knowledge. Otherwise, its option is coming. Fourth question, option is coming C. Fourth assertion reason, option is C. You have come to know. Question number 5. Assertion 25, 30, 40 and 48 are in proportion. In this 24, 25 and 48 are extreme terms and 30 and 40 are mean terms. Please remember, just now you performed also, you told me 25, 30, 40 and 48 are in proportion. You told me these are in proportion. We did also. We did the same example. Okay. Now, this is the first term. This is the second term. This is the third term. This is the fourth term. You know it. So, these two are called middle terms. Remember their name. These are called middle terms. Write it for your knowledge also. And these two are called last wala, first and last. They are called extreme terms. Extreme terms. Okay? It can be middle form or mean terms. Please write it for your knowledge. Second and third, they are called mean terms. First and last, that is first and fourth, are called extreme terms. Okay, that's why it is true. This is new for you, please write it. Mean terms means middle ones. Corner terms, they are called extreme terms. First and last is called extreme. Right? So assertion is true. Reason, if four terms are in proportion, then first and fourth terms are known as extremes terms and second and third are known as middle terms. Is it true? Reason is true? Raise your hand. Yes. Yes. Yes, this is true. Yeah, you have understood. They are called middle also, they are called mean also. Assertion is true and reason is also true. Both are related also. So option will be A. From assertion reason, your concept is clear. Yeah, you have come to know with the sentence form, with the examples also, you have come to know. What do you mean by proportion? What do you mean by mean terms, extreme terms, middle terms? How to write them? You cannot write the fourth term at the second place. You cannot write the third term in the fourth place. Their places are most important to speak about whenever we say these are in proportion. Question number 3 is next question, beta. This is sixth question, last. Assertion reason is 25, 130. Now you have come to know, please solve it. 25, 130, then 15 and 78. These are in proportion. Are they in proportion? Please check it. 25 by 130. First upon second is equal to third upon fourth. Take care of their positions. Check it. Are they equal? You know divisibility test of 3, 5, 2. Okay, please apply the divisibility test which you read it. It will simplify your calculation. I have seen many children, they just keep dividing in the rough key. इसको divide करते जाइए 2 से किया, 3 से किया, 5 से किया. Why? Why so many times? Check the divisibility test. Yes, beta, can you tell me Arjun section? Are they in proportion?
Ma'am, these are in proportion.
Yes, these are in. Now, what is coming, beta? After lowest term, what are they equivalent to?
Ma'am, 5 by 26. 5. 5 by 26.
26 is equal to 5 by 26. After doing in lowest form, just like in fraction, you came to know both are equivalent fractions. It means they are in proportion. They are equivalent ratios. Okay, this is true. Now you have to check for other also. Pair is given to you 25, 15, 130 and 78. They have changed the positions. Now again we have to check it. Are they equivalent? First upon second. We have to check for third upon fourth. Let us check. Are they equivalent? Twenty-five by 15 and 130 upon 78. Yes, Aurora section. Last girl.
Calls. Ma'am, these are not equal.
These are not in proportion. Yes, these are not. So you will say the statement is true. They are saying they are saying the same thing. They are telling that these are in proportion, but these are not. Right? You have to check it. When you do it in lowest form, you come to know these are not equivalent, but these are equivalent. That's why these are not in proportion. The second one, आपका 4 terms हैं, they are not in proportion. This is true. Good beta. Reason, the order of terms in proportion is important. I should say very, very important. Position of terms or order of terms. Order means first, second, third, fourth. You cannot say it second, third, fourth, first. No. Order is very important. So that's why this is also true. So this option is both are true. Option will be A. Okay. Your concept is clear, beta. Okay. You have understood in sentence form how to do it. Let us do the subjective question now. Fill in the blanks in the given table. Please do it by writing. Okay. Oral nahi karna. I am writing here. I'm not making table here. We are just writing question number 1. It is 4 weeks to 49 days. Now 2 means understood that 4 weeks ratio 49 days. Please remember 2 is representing the ratio. Right? So we have to check. Please remember 2 things at a time, but their unit is different. Here we are talking about weeks. Here we are talking about days. Right? Eva section. Elisha. Elisha, have you done, beta? Have you started? Don't tell me answer. Just tell me how to start, how to think of. Elisha is present here? Yes, beta. What would you do? How would you think it? How to start it actually?
One week. Ma'am, 1 week is equal to 7 days. 7 multiplied 4.
Yes, we will be changing weeks into days. You will be writing as 4 into 7. It will be converted into days. And then it is 49 days. First thing is to convert. This is most important step. Then we will be writing as 48 ratio 49. When you write the ratio, no need to write weeks and days. No need to write days and days. No, not required. Once you have made the unit same, you can skip it. Look at the number. 28 ratio 49. Now they are asking a simplest form. You know simplest form you have done in fraction also. Simplest form, standard form, lowest form. That you do by fraction only. That is 28 upon 49. Just cut them. 7 sevens are 49. Okay. 7 fours are 28. So it will be 4 ratio 7. Don't write it as 7 ratio 4. Please remember, numerator comes first. Okay. So its answer will be 4 ratio 7. Write down the simplest form. We have done it in lowest form by cutting the numerator and denominator. So you have to remember first is the numerator and second is the denominator. Write it for your remembrance. Second is rupees. 3 rupees and 75 paise. 3 rupees. You know, this is rupees and here ratio is 75 paise. Make the unit same. You have done fraction, decimal chapter. You know how to convert rupees into paise. 1 rupee has 100 paise, you know, you can write it as 300 paise ratio 75 paise. Skip the unit now. You can write down 300 upon 75 and do it in simplest form. Is it coming out to be 4:1? Raise your hand who have got 4:1. Yes, 4:1 is the correct answer. This is 4:1. Numerator ratio denominator. Please remember. Okay. Next is also same beta minutes and hours. We have to make the unit same. We can convert hours into minutes. Please convert and tell me how many minutes will be there in 2.5 hours. Third one, this is 40 minutes to 2.5 hours. Convert it into minutes first. You know, 1 hour has how many minutes? 60 minutes. You have done it already, you know it. These are 2.5 hours. That is 5/2 hours. Convert it into minutes. 5/2 hours. How will you do? 5/2 into 60 minutes. You can cut it. You will get 150 minutes. You have to do this thing in the rough. Few children can do orally also, I know. But write 1 or 2 words in rough to check your, write it without any mistake. Whenever you do fraction question, you have to write little bit in the rough to check, to confirm your answer. Okay, so you will be writing it as 40. You no need to write the unit. You can write it as 40 unit 150, 40 ratio 150. No, unit is not required now because they are same now. If units are same, you can be free. You are free to write the ratio. Okay, so in lowest form, it should be 4 ratio 15. Very simple. Only you have to cut the zeros. Okay, please try fourth and fifth next parts at home. You know how to convert meter into centimeter. You have done it in science also. Otherwise also you know, right? And fifth question also. In one day there are 24 hours. So you can do this. Please do the next two questions at home yourself. This is for your practice. Okay, one more question we are doing. Last question. Find two equivalent ratios of each. Chapter has become simpler for you now. You have come to know. This is same as fraction. Okay, equivalent ratios we have to find out. It means we have to find the equivalent fractions of 4 by 7. Equivalent fractions. Raise your hand who know how to find equivalent fractions of a given fraction. It was simple for you. Yes. Multiply by any number and find the equivalent number. But write the answer in ratio form. Please remember, question was in ratio form. You have to write answer also in ratio form. Take care. Okay. It was 4 ratio 7. We have written it as 4 upon 7. Now you find the equivalent fractions and write the answer in ratio form. Easiest way is to multiply by 2 up and down. You write it as 8 ratio 14. Right? And second one is 4 into 3 by 7 into 3. Take the simpler number to avoid any mistake. So these are the two equivalent ratios of 4 ratio 7. Same thing you did in fraction also, right? Same thing we are doing in ratio also. Chalo, please do the missing questions and try others also. See you next time, beta. Any doubt, beta? Yes, beta. Yes, what are you asking?
मैम जो आपने अभी सेकंड का 8 पार्ट करवाया था मैम उसमें आंसर 16/28 आ सकता है
Of course. Yes. Whenever you write equivalent ratios, the answers will, it should not match with the other children. Don't see कि उसने तो ये लिखा है, मैंने ये लिखा है. You can multiply by any number up and down and you will get the equivalent fraction.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, B part का answer.
It's okay, we'll do next time. Have you found B part also?
Yes.
Okay, tell me then, what is that?
Ma'am, 1/2 and 2 and upon 4.
I hope it is right.
Yes.
You know how to do it. Please treat them as fractions. Then they are not difficult. Yeah. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, beta. हाँ जी स्टूडेंट्स, गुड आफ्टरनून बच्चों। अरोरा, अर्जुन, अपने वीडियोस ऑन करो बेटा।